Hi there and welcome to Wordpandit. In this video we will discuss the word quietus. So right away let me tell you that the pronunciation of this word lays more stress on the I. Okay, even though the first half of the word is quiet, it is not pronounced quietus but quietus. Okay, so we all know that death is a highly sensitive subject, and sometimes we don't even like to use the word death when we are referring to the passing of a person. So in that sense, the word quietus can be a good euphemism for death. Now, what is a euphemism? It is basically a gentler way or a gentler word to explain something. It is a more diplomatic word to use something, to explain something. Okay, so quietus is a kinder word to explain that somebody has passed away. When you say that he has received his quietus, you're basically saying that this person has passed away. Okay, now in this sense, quietus or death would be seen as a relief from pain. Okay, when somebody has been in a lot of suffering because of an illness, the word quietus is used, or quietus is also used to explain the reason why somebody passed away, the circumstances that made him pass away. Okay, for example, you can say that he received his quietus after a long struggle with cancer for over a decade. So in this sense, we are conveying that he was in a lot of pain, but now he is not, because he has passed away. Okay, so we will now move on to the synonyms for quietus. Please remember that these synonyms actually represent the end of something. Okay, it could be the end of a task, end of a project, end of a monarchy, end of somebody's success. Okay, so depending on the context, the word quietus can be interchanged with any of these synonyms. Just remember that the context is what matters the most. Okay, so the first word that we have is overthrow. So what is overthrowing? Basically removing somebody from power, remove somebody from power with a lot of force. Okay, forcibly making someone leave their position. Okay, and maybe putting somebody else in that position. Okay, when you talk about somebody's downfall, that is what overthrowing is all about. Okay, toppling somebody from their position. All right, now the next phrase that we have is coup de grace. So before we explain what coup de grace is, you need to know what coup is. A coup, here, as you would have noticed, the letter P is silent. So the pronunciation, the easier way to pronounce this is KOO. This is my little trick to not mix up the pronunciation and call it coup. It is coup. Okay, so a coup is nothing but a very sudden, unexpected and violent seizure of power. Maybe a leader has been toppled, a government has been toppled, a king or a monarch has been toppled because of a mutiny. Okay, now here we are sticking to explaining coup. Okay, you might have heard the phrase coup d'etat as well. Again, the easier way to remember the pronunciation is coup d'etat. That's my little trick. When I find these foreign words and phrases, I like to think an easier way to pronounce it, and this is my little trick, coup d'etat. Okay, a coup d'etat is also a kind of a mutiny, a revolt, a rebellion. Okay, basically when the common people decide that this government is not working anymore, or this leader or this king or a queen are not right for us, then they go ahead and revolt and rebel against them. That is coup d'etat. Okay, now what is coup de grace? It is the killing of a person who has been in a lot of pain. Okay, exactly the same as quietus, or there is a controversial term, euthanasia. You might have heard of it. However, this is, even though it is legal, it is not morally good to actually go through or make somebody go through euthanasia. But in case of terminally ill patients who have been in coma for years, and if they are, you know, not able to operate at all, if they don't have enough family or friends, in certain conditions, under very strict guidance and under very strict legal procedures, euthanasia is the killing of a person or mercy killing of a person who is in a lot of pain, and it seems like death would be more of a relief for that person. Okay, even though it is legal in India, however, there are very stringent measures and a lot of legality involved here. Okay, so this coup de grace is the French phrase for the same. Okay, now again remember that the pronunciation here calls for coup de grace and not coup de grace. Okay, so just remember, because this is a foreign word. Now the next word that we have for quietus is clincher. Now over here we all know that when something is a clincher, it is basically the final argument winning point. Okay, when you say that someone has scored a clincher, basically either they have you know, made the final blow, they have made the final point, the debate winning argument. Okay, basically something that puts an end to everything else that has not been working. Okay, that is what a clincher is. Now the next phrase we have is a final blow. Now a final blow is something that causes a sudden end to something, or sudden death to somebody, an animal or a person. Okay, now the next synonym is overcoming. Now what happens when you overcome something? You basically defeat what is not working, and you succeed, right? You get the better of something. So that vanquishing of something is what is overcoming is all about, when you vanquish something, when you conquer something. So we have discussed a lot of words in this video, and I hope all of these explanations help you understand some new words and improve your vocabulary as well. And that's all that we have for you now. Happy learning.